Hello one and all, I am Pal of Games and I've got a nice little video for you today. I've brought you a, wrong side here. I am playing, why did it swapped it twice? It keeps doing it. Ah, there we go, sorted out. Okay, so I am playing the BLS OTK deck I showed you the other day, and I'm versing a 5 formation variant with a blasters thrown in. I thought it was quite an interesting game because it highlights so much why this deck's so good in this format. I know some of you probably won't agree with some of the stuff I put in, like crows and stuff, but that's fine. I mean, straight away being able to use it. It seems to deal with fire formation pretty well, even though I would probably call them tier 2 at best. That's fire formations I'm talking about. Now he manages to counter quite well here. However, what this means is I could still go into a shiny magician, which is amazing in this deck. It's such a great out card compared to most stuff. So what you'll be doing a lot with this deck is being quite passive and giving up your turn, not really playing much. And it's just the way it works. It works a lot on hand stuff where you're going to end up with stuff. So I figure the best move here is probably just to go in for a bit of an attack. Just so you've used a card, but yeah. I decided to set that just so that I don't have to discard. You'll probably do that a lot with this. So he has a Yugioh, so I'm stopping me from playing it. Now I could have veiled that, but I figured I would wait and see what he went for, and I decided that it was probably the best move at the time because I didn't want to risk wasting a Veiler there. I managed to take out Shiny from them too. So obviously I'm not being too risky here, and I managed to draw quite well into a Piper. Piper's quite crucial in the deck as the main engine. Mostly you'll be tossing out Treeborn anyway when you use this deck, so that's something to keep in mind. So here's another example of why they're so good. Could you use all these hand traps? You'll see a lot of decks go all in as soon as you've got quite a blank field. So having stuff like Battle Fader, like Tragodia, is really why this deck shines so much. So I draw quite well into a Jump Synchron, which means I could summon it, bring back Piper. Now he does counter with a Maxi, so obviously he's going to get some bonus off that, but the whole point getting a Catastrophe in the end, so I can stop that Drake Sack, which is quite a problem card. Now straight off that he goes for a bear play, which I'm able to chain Emperor Weisel. It's such a great card once again. Now I don't know if he at this point in time whether he knew Weisel's effect or he did it on purpose so he could use Reborn, because if you didn't know, I can once per turn negate a spell, so I'm not sure. So I'm not at liberty to, but once again he's got the chance to OTK to get a 1-turn kill, and I'm obviously being able to stop that once again, which is really good for the deck. Now I managed to draw into a Dark Hole, which straight away took away his field again. So that Battlefield really saved me here. He special summons Blaster so he can get in a bit of damage. I obviously can't do much except bring out the Tragodia from that. So that's fine, because I know he's going to have to use even more fires, and when you're not using Elemental Dragon, it's going to be problematic. I decided removing is best because obviously he only uses blasters, and with one already removed from play, a second would basically mean he could only go into another. So that'd probably be best move, especially with two face downs, what I'm unaware of. Now he decides to keep them in hand. I don't know whether it might have been better for him to discard it for his third, or he might have even only run two. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but that's fine. So he socks a bear, obviously setting up for in 2 turns. I draw into another fader, which is going to really help later on. He goes for a blaster plate to bring it out, because obviously Dragodia's doing some major damage here, so he's got to deal with that. I draw into another Yugioh, so I'm more or less just once again being quite conservative here. The deck does that quite a bit. Some people might not like that about the deck, but it's quite laid back and it doesn't do a lot. And most people like stuff that keeps going one after another, but I like this sort of style of play. It really slows down most decks in format, because obviously even something great like E-Dragons can't stop your hand trap. They have really no way of doing it, and Shiny's a really good counter for them too, because they can't do it. They target with Big Eye, they target with Draco Sack, and it stops it. Here's a really good way of Shiny. So he then changed Fiendish Chaining, not realising it's not once per time, it's not once per chain. I can do this as many times in a chain as I've got material, which is really nice. He obviously goes for a stop anyway, and I've got a Weasel. Now, of this, I realise that he probably doesn't know what his effect is. He hasn't bothered to read it last time. But yeah, he's left himself pretty vulnerable here. And I've managed to get another Tragodia out. Then uses Gyoko again, so that's quite annoying. I draw into Piper. And hope for something to help change the game, and that would have been the game changer. He at that point surrenders, and I totally get that, because I could have reborned a Black Soldier for game basically, because I would have done 13, then another 3,000, taking out 47, plus I've got Tragodia for that extra 12, but it would have been 600 if I'd used reborn. But yeah, I hope you like that vid. I've got a few others I'm going to be throwing up on the channel as well over the next few days. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and goodbye.